listening to The Sports Nuts.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Pensman Sports signing again. Just let everybody know this is the first off-season move of the Pittsburgh Steelers show. If you're not familiar with me, I am Pensman Sports. I cover the Steelers, the Penguins, and the Yankees all together. So that's what I do. So before we get this show rocking, let's give a shout out to Tiger Nation Live and 95.5 KFCE. Thank you for tuning in. Ralph Williams is in here. Everybody in Pittsburgh Nation wants to know, and I want to know, who's going to be the next coach. If you live under a rock, you will see that we are limited from the playoffs. We threw the game, in my opinion, to the Texans. If you watch Sunday's game, you'll see what I'm talking about. CJ Stroud looked like trash. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He was pressured. I think the Steelers threw that game so they can make changes. I really believe that. But if you disagree with me, disagree with me. But that's what I think. So changes need to happen. Mike Tomlin is gone. Mike Tomlin is out. And you still are crying. Is everybody still crying? Mike Tomlin's gone. They're trying to find a head coach as we speak. And you're still crying. We want this. We want that. Guess what? Regardless what I say, what Ralph says, what everybody in the media says, it doesn't matter what we say. It don't. It's all up to Omar Khan and whoever is remaining in the staff. I'm telling you. Do I like what the changes? I don't know. We haven't made anybody yet. We got rid of Arthur Smith. We want Arthur Smith gone. Gone. We want Terrell Austin gone. He's gone. Danny Smith gone. Mike fired Tomlin. Clap, clap, clap. Boo during Renegade. Well, guess what? He's gone. Congratulations, Pittsburgh. You just got rid of the best coach in NFL history. Was he bad? Yeah. Was he bad clock management? Yeah. Do you think did he do big mistakes? Yeah. But was he good? Yeah. 19 seasons of losing seasons. None. We made changes. Mike Tomlin's horrible. Well, guess what, everybody? It's time for you to get out of bed, stretch your arms, because we're in for awakening. We're in for awakening. I'm telling you, wake up. I'm telling you, you ask for it. The world's going to be shell shocked. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You're not going to like what we see. I guarantee you. You're going to come on my show and you're going to be like, oh, Pens with Sports were horrible. It's gonna be it's horrible. It's horrible. I can't believe it. We're 3-4. We're 3-14. When Mike Tomlin was here, we're 10-9-8, 10-7. I don't know what to tell you guys. You want a winning formula? You want a winning coach? You want the winning coach out. Am I happy about it? I'm neutral. I think he could have stayed for another year, but it's whatever. He's gone. Nothing I can do now. Share the big news. Who you're going to interview? I'm going to interview Joe Brand of the Pittsburgh Penguins coming up on Friday at 3:30. So Tomlin was the third best head coach history, which isn't a bad thing, but being right. I agree, Eddie. You can boo. I don't care about this. I said this last time I was on the air. You can boo. You can chant in the stands, fire Tomlin. I don't care. But going to somebody's house and doing stuff, spitting in his yard? Come on, people. Come on. How's everybody doing? I'm peachy. How's everybody doing? I'm good. So, going into Mike Tomlin's yard and spitting on somebody going Indiana, yeah. Come on, people. So, who's going to be the next head coach? Mike, yeah. That's a good question. That's disgusting. Yeah? I'm glad I picked Indiana to win. Yeah? Going on somebody's yard and spitting on their yard? Tomlin has been nothing but a class act. He has. I agree that his time is gone, but we could have gone out. He could have gone out a better way. The Super Bowl title, yeah, that would have been the best way, but I'm just saying, the way he went out, he pretty much was grabbed by the back of the jersey and the back of the sweatshirt and got thrown out. It's just wrong. Yeah. He's a human being. How would you feel if you're the head coach for some team for 19 years? Granted, nobody's ever coached that long. Harbaugh's been there for 18 years at Baltimore. Mike Tomlin's been there for 19. Andy Reid's the longest. Sean McVay in Los Angeles is probably the second longest now. Pete Carroll, he's gone. Belichick rode out in the sunset. Why couldn't we get Mike Tomlin rode out in the sunset? Instead, we had to trash him. We had to throw him around. Granted, I love Pittsburgh to death, but why Pittsburgh? Why Yins? Why? It doesn't make sense why you treated the man this way. If you're a father, you would understand that he wants to spend time with his family. You got to understand that. The man's 53 years old. When you're coaching, your dedication is behind the field, behind me. You got to go to the Senior Bowl. You got to go to the Combine. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to go West Coast, East Coast, this coast, overseas now. You got to go here. You got to go there. You got to adjust your schedule. Daddy, I want to go here. I want to do this. Sorry, but I got to go here. Harbaugh should have never been fired. Lamar has been disappointing. Has he, though? Has he, though? Do you know what's going on in those four walls in the locker room? Do you understand what's going on in the facility? Do you know what's going on behind the lights, that the lights are dark and nobody knows? Do you know exactly what happens? Depends what sports what's gotten into you. You're acting normal. I'm speaking facts, people. Look, Tuesday shows. I speak the facts. I tell the truth. When I do play by play, I'm neutral. But Tuesday is my playground. I get to play in the sand. I get to play in the jungle gym. I get to do whatever I want. But when I do play by play, I have to be neutral, which I understand. But Tuesday night, people, Danny Smith gone. 13 years. The chew gum bubble machine human being is gone. He celebrates with the team. He celebrates when they get back in the own 10 5-yard line. Who do you think the Steelers are going to draft this April? Lamont. We better get Lamone. I hope we get Lamone. If you guys don't know who Lamone is, pay attention. He's gonna make some noise. Lamone's of USC wide receiver, really good. Can he transition to the NFL? Absolutely. But my main focus right now is the coaching right now. Arthur Smith, gone. Terrell Austin, gone. Mike Tomlin, gone. Defensive coordinator, gone. Special teams, gone. Senior Bowl's coming up. Combine's coming up. As of right now, Omar Khan's going to the draft by himself. We got to get a coach now. Chris Shula, interview. Mike McCarthy, interview. Jesse Minter, interview. I want to see a multiple formation. What style of defense would you like to see? I want to see multiple formation. That way we can mix it up a little bit. When you're a 3-4, it's kind of it. To me, Brian Flores is the guy would be fit for Pittsburgh. Yeah. I have breaking news to share, everybody. Breaking news. Mike McCarthy had an interview today, but it was not what you thought. Mike McCarthy might be the front office person to help Omar Khan. What do you mean by that? Mike McCarthy's horrible. Yeah, but he grew up in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh doesn't like him. Pittsburgh needs change. Here's what I want. Will I get it? I don't know. Brian Flores, offensive coordinator. Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator. I know him well because I'm a Michigan fan. Clint Kubiak, offensive coordinator. Special teams, doesn't matter. You can find a special team coordinator anywhere. We need to get better special teams. We punt the ball. They start at their own 40, close to midfield. You don't want that. If you watched last night, both teams started deep in their own territory. That's the special teams you want. Danny Smith, respect you. I'm glad that I watched of you the 13 years. I'm proud of what you accomplished, but your time has come. Have fun in Tampa. It's warmer. You don't have to worry about the snow. You have to deal with the 90-second rain. It's warmer. It's less cold. You don't have to worry about the snow. You can turn tan. You can chew all the gum you want down there. But good luck to you in Tampa. Good luck dealing with Todd Bowles. Arthur Smith's got a bunch of interviews with Detroit, with Tennessee. I don't know. Am I coming a little hardcore tonight? A little bit, maybe. Am I stepping on people's toes? Maybe. I just want to raise banners again. Brian Flores has been here in 22. Artie can go back to Tennessee and stick it up there. Now. Be nice to Arthur Smith. I know he wasn't good for you and I. I understand that there's tension, but Arthur Smith is a man. He's a human being. He might not know the greatest playbook. I understand that he doesn't know what an NFL playbook is instead of a high school or a college playbook, but just give man credit where he's due. whatever that is. He's done some good things. Brian Flores is your coach, and he will lead you to the Super Bowl. I hope. I hope. But Mike McCarthy being on the front office would be awesome. He was horrible in Dallas, though, Pensman. I know. I know. I pay attention to the. I pay attention around the league. I pay attention. I know. Even Jason Garrett even was interviewed by teams. I don't know if he turned them down or what, but Jason Garrett's still in the picture. Do you want him as an offensive coordinator? If we can't get Clint Kubiak, I don't know. Rams are still playing, so we can't touch the Rams. They might be eliminated. Then we'll talk about when the Seahawks eliminate the Rams on Sunday. We'll see. The offensive coordinator I really want, it we'll never get. And he plays for the New England Patriots, and his name's Mike McDaniel, not Josh Daniels. We'll never get him. He's got a good thing in New England. Him and Mike Vrabel are good together. So, and the New England Patriots, I'm going to wake you guys up in Pittsburgh. Wake up, Pittsburgh. New England is 2 wins away of 7-time champions. Hello, Pensman. I saw you're a Steelers guy. I am a Ravens fan. I'm sorry to hear that, but I am cheering for you guys on. Thank you. I appreciate that. As a Ravens fan, I appreciate that, but as a Ravens, I don't know if I could cheer you on. I really can't. I'm just being frank with you. Ravens, yeah. But I appreciate the support as a Ravens fan. So, Zach Taylor had to fire all of his coordinators. That's why he has a job. The AFC North is going to be fun. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Ravens, they're going to be fun. Steelers, they're going to be fun. Cleveland will be Cleveland, but they're going to be fun. I follow the sports nuts the way better than the show than anyone else. I appreciate that. All right. Any comments you guys want to talk about with the Steelers organization at all? Anything at all? Anything you want to know? Anything? There could be changes on how long you've been part of Brandon and Matt's show. About almost a year now. Just about. About 4 or 5 months. So there could be player gone. TJ Watt might be gone. Cam Hayward might be gone. We might even have a big explosion of players that'll be gone. All depends who the coach is. I heard that there might be players gone. We might not even know who the Pittsburgh Steelers roster is anymore. And that's going to be hard for me because I do play-by-play. I did 14 games. 14 games this year. I visit family one time. They were on Amazon Prime, which is really stupid of NFL to put their games on Prime. My game at Amazon Prime. And then I couldn't do the third one. I did preseason games. Yeah, I'm interviewing Joe Brand on Friday. That's what I'm doing. Joe Brano on the play-by-play on Friday before they go to Vancouver. So, TJ Watt might be gone. Aaron Rodgers might be riding out in the sunset. Joey Porter Jr. Yes, I said his name because it's in the offseason. I can say his name now. He's not going to upset me the rest of the year until September. Joey Porter Jr. might be gone. That's very exciting. How'd you get him? Randy loves the Penguins. I have sources and I have people. I've grown so much since this is my second channel. I have sources now. That's how I've got him. That's why you need to subscribe. Do you really believe, though, TJ Watt's leave? Did Mike Tomlin step down? Things are. If you look at the NFL is weird. Harbaugh gone. Tomlin gone. McDermott out. Buffalo just fired their coach. Cleveland fired their coach, which is not a surprise, but Stefanski of Cleveland gone. Raheem Morris gone. NFL, you look at somebody wrong, you're fired. Sports nuts. How many times did you hear me say this before? The Steelers will never, ever, and their franchise will ever tank. Never. They're not. Don't take this the wrong way. They're not Atlanta. They're not Philly. They're not Dallas. The Steelers do not understand the word tank. They don't know what that means. They fight. They bleed. They sweat. They take everything they put. I say about 45 minutes on the field, not the whole 60 minutes. I would love for them to play a whole 60 minutes of fundamental football, but they put 45 minutes of fundamental football in. But tanking, I don't know. They just don't tank. I'm telling you. They should really look at who's holding their franchise back. Yeah, but the question is who? Who's left? There's nobody left. The media don't. Art Rudy II, he can't do much. Calvin Austin gone. Arthur Smith gone. Who's holding them back? I agree with you, but who? Everybody's gone. Lamone. That's who I want in the first round. We need wide receivers. Anybody that come at me, do not come at me and say we need a new Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh needs a quarterback. We don't need a Pittsburgh quarterback. We don't. How many draft picks this season for you guys have, though? I think we have like 12. Last time I heard we have 12, unless it changed. But last time I heard we had 12 or 13. Look, everybody, argue with me, agree with me. I don't care. But we have Will Howard that learned from Aaron Rodgers. Mason Rudolph, he's learned from the 2019 Mason Rudolph. Okay, that's a good point too, Sports Nuts. If we want a quarterback so bad, if we can get some off the free agency, we can get them. but we don't need to draft a quarterback. Why would we bring another quarterback and disrespect Will Howard that learned after 1 year? Will Howard's waiting. Will Howard's ready. He had a finger issue, but he's ready. I'm telling you. What about the defense end? Off to the top. I don't know. I really don't know. But we need offense. Defense, we put so much money in our defense. And we still do it. He still put that. Why are we giving up between 27 to 35 to 42 points a game? We cannot add 30. We cannot let teams with that roster. We have TJ Watt, Cam Hayward. We got Ramsey. Why? Would you maybe consider getting Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett is there. Myles Garrett, he signed a big contract in Cleveland. For some reason, he's happy in Cleveland. Don't know why. Plus, I don't want any liars on my team. Oh, I'm done with Cleveland. Oh, we're getting Shador, model citizen. We're getting him. Oh, I'm staying. Shador Sanders is coming. I'm staying. Yeah, okay. You would stay because of a model citizen of Cleveland that gets drafted and gets a speeding ticket right out of the gate, and then you want to stay and get there. And the only way he leaves Cleveland is going 90 at 95 and a 65. Okay, that's wise decision there. Model citizen, you have to be part. You had to understand what I mean. Somebody on the Sports Nuts said that Shador Sanders is a model citizen a month or two ago. Sports Nuts knows who I'm talking about. So yeah, the model citizen. Yeah, but Myles Garrett, come on. Yeah, he got his 23rd sack. Yeah, I get that. But was it? Everybody says that was fixed, and everybody thought that was staged for him to get that. Joe Burrow fell right down to the ground. Come on. But congratulations, Myles Garrett. You're the all-time sack leader, even though the 23rd sack was a put on. But what I know, I'm just a media guy. Nobody knows who I am. I make phone calls and I get weird responses. So what do I know? Just an average fan. But Steelers fans, I'm just telling you. Ravens, you might have our number. You might sweep us again. It's been a while since you swept us. I don't know what to tell you. Mike McCarthy might be in the front office. Brian Flores might take it. There's a lot of mites. I don't like mites. I don't like hearing mites. I don't like to do shorts and might happen. Steelers, they need to start doing something. Super Bowls in 2 weeks. Senior Bowls in 3 weeks. We're going live tomorrow. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is the 3 shows that we started. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30. We did a show last night at 7 o'clock because of the championship game. So that was a special time. They went for 52 minutes and like 30 seconds, something like that, because of the college football championship. Awesome game, by the way. If you missed it, yeah, you missed a doozy. It was a good game. I just want to come on, let you know what's going on. There's a bunch of names being flown around. Pittsburgh's interviewing Jesse Minter, bunch of Rams coordinators. Mike McDaniels is still out there. Joe Brady would be a good offensive coordinator. Joe Brady was bad at head coach, but don't look at the head coach situation. Look what we need for offensive coordinator. We need to find a coach, offensive coordinator to open the playbook and confuse defenses. I'm telling you. Am I scared of the Pittsburgh Steelers all next season? Absolutely. You think we're going to do good next year? I don't know. Look, folks, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Shout out to the host. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. I'm not going to come on here and sugarcoat this thing. I'm not going to be like, yay, Pittsburgh Steelers championship every year. Yay, we're going to be 18-0. Nah, I'm not like that. I look at who's on my team, who's the coach, who's the defensive coordinator, who's the offensive coordinator, who's the special teams coordinator, and I dig deep. Ask Sports Nuts. If you don't know what I am, ask the Sports Nuts. He knows me. He's known me for a couple months now. He knows how much information I dig on the Steelers. At least he should. If not, I know where he lives. I predicted. I'm gonna get myself a little bragging right, but because I need to. I predicted, and there's a short out there, the loop field goal miss by the Ravens. Sorry for the person that's a Ravens fan. I predicted that kick because at the end zone, the opponents hate that end zone. I predicted that. I predicted Harbaugh going to the Giants. Just pay attention. I need subscribers. I need Tiger Stripes Media. He needs subscribers. The more people are on here, the better. Happy Tuesday. What's up? Not much. Not much at all. Here's Tiger Nation. Tiger Stripes Media. Subscribe. I'm Pensman Sports. Subscribe. Sports Nuts. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30. Unless something changes, we'll let you know. Subscribe. And he's all the way up in the top here. Ralph Williams, RW Media, subscribe to his channel. We're all trying to grow. We're trying to get our name out there. We need everybody's help. Depending on work situation, I'll be here tomorrow night on the Sports Nuts. Friday at 3:30. Tune in. You're welcome, Jimmy. Anybody have anything else you want to talk about? I still have like 20 minutes, so if you guys want to talk about Pittsburgh, let me know. Who you want to see as offensive coordinator, who you want to see as the coach, let me know. I want the comments to keep coming. Do you see anybody out there? You guys are not. You guys don't live under a rock. You guys know who's out there. This is your time to shine. I'm done talking. I'm just here to answer questions. I had to get some stuff off my chest about Mike Tomlin and all the stuff that he went through. What do you think about the game yesterday? It was incredible. That game was incredible. Just Carson Beck just showed why he shouldn't go to the NFL. If you see somebody, that wasn't even it was predictable. All you had to do was see the left side. You saw the safety get help. Let's throw in double coverage. Why not? Let's see what happens. I'm a future NFL star. Picked off. Aw, man. Come on, Carson. You know what? next 20 minutes, let's have some fun. Brian Flores might be coming over. Does he bring any of his coaching staff members over? Does he bring Carson Wentz over? Will Pennsylvania come back? You guys want to talk about quarterbacks. You guys think that quarterback's the number one position. Can Carson Wentz come back? You guys want to push Will Howard to the side. Okay. Does Carson Wentz come back? Does Tua come in? Does Kyler Murray come in? There's no more retooling. There's no more going back to the shop and see what's going on and figure out what's going on. There's going to be a new system, a new voice. Everything's going to be changed. I don't know what you mean. I honestly don't know what you mean by that, but okay. You guys want Carson Wentz to come in Pittsburgh? You want J.J. McCarthy to come in Pittsburgh? I do. But what happened? No. There's too many haters. J.J. McCarthy's not good. You didn't give him enough time. I want you guys to think about something. Jesse Minter, J.J. McCarthy, two former Michigan Wolverines players, coach and player, would be in the same organization again, but in Pittsburgh, in the NFL, in the big level. Christmas morning. But there's fans out there. No. Yeah, I know. I know how you guys are. You guys want Shula. Don't know anything about Shula except for he's Don's grandson. That's all you know. Don't think of the last name. Think of what he can do. Do you guys know what he does? Do you know what his stats is? How many winning seasons does he have? How many playoff appearances does he have? Got to answer that question first before you want somebody. And just remember, I'm in the media. Tiger Stripes Media, he's in the media. Sports Nuts is in the media. Guess what? It doesn't matter what we say. The front office, Atlanta, Arthur Blank, John Lynch, 49ers, and Art Rooney II. Those are the people that matter and have the last say. He doesn't call my phone and be like, yo, Pensman, what do you think? Nope. Arthur, I'm telling you, no owners call me. If you think owners call me and ask for my opinion, you're so wrong. Art Rooney's like, what do you think about this trade? What do you think about this? Nope. All right, folks. Tuesday up first off-season show has come to a conclusion. Thanks for tuning in. Depending on work situation, hopefully I don't get stuck in work tomorrow late again. Hopefully I'm not in Jupiter tomorrow. So, if everything goes right, I will see you tomorrow night. And if not, I'll see you Friday. Until later, I'll have a good night, everybody. Stay safe.